Hey everyone, Artian here and welcome for a new video. So sorry for not posting that many video in the last few days. I have been really sick and you can still probably hear that from my voice. Hopefully I'm not going to cough too much during this video, but I cannot guarantee that. So I wanted to push myself a bit and record this video today because I was really excited about it. I finally found a second account. So it's not my account, it's a guild-made account. It was his first account that was mostly free to play. So you have two different accounts. This one's free to play and it's still a pretty good account, a pretty lucky account, but I think it's going to reflect more the average customer base compared to my main account. So I decided to start to do content for both accounts. Today it will only be about this work with this account, but on Saturday I will be posting two videos, one for Overlord and one for Platinum 3 and one for the end of the seasons with my main account. So this account also is part of the Lothtail One Piece, so that's the guild that I joined when I restarted the game. It's really close to my heart. I love everyone that's on the guild. I play with them for a few months and I'm really excited to be back on this guild. The account was already on the guild, so I didn't have to change anything, but I'm really excited to be part of them. And they did welcome me really well to take over this account. So I'm not taking over, but playing on this account and playing on the GVG for this account. So before we start and showing as usual the different attacks and kind of my feedback on like getting back to an account that is Platinum 3 right now, I wanted to quickly give you a walkthrough of the account so you can see that it's not a crazy account. So let's start with the champions. Again, it's a lucky account, I said, but again, he got a lot of stones as well, so it's not like he have crazy awakening on everything. So he do have the Praetus at A5 and Iridian at A5, so it's a good thing for BP. You have Yovar, but Yovar A0, Ingrid A3, Lady Alexandra, I just unlocked it, so A0. From there, you can see that the Kigiri is A1, the RDI is A0, he got lucky with him, right? His Carnelian is A2, so pretty good, but not crazy either, because Carnelian is like really shining at A5. You have Sun Wukong that is A5, the Torodor is A0, Brokir A5, Daiyochan A1. So you can see that you have a lot of the champions. You have a lot of the champions, but they don't have like crazy awakening, especially the one for GVG. You have Erlis. So you have most of the key champion that you need for defense. The only one that you don't have is Valara. So Valara is kind of a miss because Valara is on most of the defenses on every like seasons since she got released. So not having Valara is kind of a bummer, but I still feel that the account is really good to reflect a broader, I would say, customer base compared to my account on the Dragonshire. So I'm really excited to be able to play on that. The second thing that I want to show you is the demon level. So it's a huge difference with my accounts. So you don't have captain on this account for one. You see the slaughter and the Glacius is not unlocked. You don't have the two new champions, the two new demons either. You don't have the Templar, you don't have the rats. So that's a bummer there, but that's how it is. It's the accounts. You can see that the Grotesque is not even S7. It's like level 5. So it's a big gap, I would say. Like it's kind of difficult to do the Grotesque attack without a level 7. So it's not something that I try to push forward into this war. And you can see the other is still good. Like it's not a bad account. Like I did bring the Ice Golem to level 3. It was level 1 when I took the accounts. But you see the Mage is level 4, the Fool is level 5, the Lightning Guards are level 6. You have the Necromancer 7. So the Epic are not too bad. I think they are pretty good for the accounts. Like even the Archer is level 6. But you can see that like the Axemen are like 6. So it's still a good level. Like the Rocks at 5, the Runner it's 4, the Pharaoh is level 6. So it's not like they are not at level 7 that is unlocking a lot of big bonuses for these demons. So that's a good account, but that's like a Platinum 3 / early over early Overlord account. So that was kind of interesting for me. It was kind of a big reality check, I would say, on getting back to an account like that. because I had to be creative to be able to find ways. So let's get to the war. Right now, the One Piece are ranked not that. I wanted to show you the Guild War. So right now they are, I think, 100 something, 156. So we are still going to try to compete to get Overlord this season. So I'm really excited to also like try to help and do my part to be able to push this guild to Overload. Last season they did got to Overload, but I think the previous seasons it was not that stable. I think they got a lot of Platinum 3 though. So yeah, I'm really excited to be part of this challenge with them. So let's go into the match. So as you can see, we were playing Avabox. That will be a winner. You can see we are at 74%. They are at 48%. They are at 28 attack left, but they cannot catch up. So that's a win for us. So that's pretty cool. Defense-wise, I did reuse the defense that was already on the account. Vis and Admiral did a great job to set it up in the past. I just tweaked a little bit the gear to like fit a little bit with my preference, I would say. Got 4 win. I got 1 attack that had 2 going through, but the rest was pretty flawless. So that's a pretty fun defense there. Now, a first general feedback I will say before we get into the attack. I saw a lot of attack with bombers, so a lot of bombing attack, and I will showcase some of them during the video. I saw a lot of grotesque, of course, but a lot of fail as well. With grotesque, I was seeing like people trying to run the same strat that we are running in my previous video with grotesque, with the archer, etc, etc, and that was failing because the thing is that if you don't have like a higher level of grotesque, like level 7 plus, to get into like teams, like if probably Nick have this one, no, you don't have this one, but Ville have this one. So you see this defense or this defense. No, this defense is kind of weird because you have Ingrid as well, but this one, no, not this one either. Like the usual defense that we are seeing all the time, I think it's not this one either. Check. Yeah, they have a bunch of combinations of that, but the defense with Valara's, Brokir, Pop, Airlist, like all these kind of defense, going with grotesque, with the feeding and stuff like that, mostly fail because that's still a really powerful defense. And if you have all the champions on this like Platinum 3 level, that's absurd to kill. Like it's really crazy because the only strat that we found high level was to get grotesque with all the feeding and stuff like that, and the lightning guard at the end. And if someone on Platinum 3 can have all the champion and reproduce exactly the same defense, to be honest, is almost unbeatable. It was really hard. I tried. One time I failed, not with grotesque, with another strat, because I didn't know that, I didn't thought that my grotesque level 5 would work, but that was kind of crazy. So let's jump into the attack, and you will see some of the defense. Like I think most of the defense that I saw during this war were similar to this one. So that was kind of this layout, little bit like the assault could be here or could be there. The healer could be Airlist, could be Narissa, could be what did I saw? I saw a few other like healer, but a lot of them use this defense. So you have a Torodor as the tank, you have the Wukong behind, then you have either Arrogance or Imret or Valara. They were trying to mix and match these three. So that was a lot of this defense, and the other one were the one that we are used to, but with Ingrid instead of using AI. Usually we use AI or we use Grid. I don't know why they were using Ingrid. It doesn't work as good, but they were using that. So yeah, this defense were kind of toxic. So let's jump into it. I have the first one with Matrigo, and we're going to go on team 1. So for this one, you will see it's a pure swarm effect, sorry, because I'm still sick, so my brain is like freezing a little bit as well. So the first one, you send the full, sorry. The full is going to trigger everyone else, so you get the Wukong out of the way, you get the Toroda almost done with the ultimate, you get Imret almost done, then you get with the second full with the tank, so you can start to tank. You bring the second tank, and you see the DPS is not that big because Atsud is making almost no damage to the tank, Torodor either, the Imret either, and after you get with healer, 2 Necromancer, healer, you start to build up, and when you get a 10, you are going to start to get to the doggies, so you delay them a little bit, so instead, if Atsuz is doing the ult, then they are not getting all killed. First one is coming, the second one is coming, but you see that so many demons went through, so this defense was lacking a lot of DPS, and it's why the swarming effect really worked well. But that's a really good strat to use against this team, I feel. Now, if we are going to Stronghold number 2, we are going to go with Snaky, and we are going to go to the team number 2, and we are going to watch my attack. So team number 2, before we get there, team number 2 was kind of interesting. I was like, yeah, it's a lot of magic damage, like you have Mary that is slowing everything down, you have Boreas that doesn't make that much damage, you have Neja that is definitely a good damage dealer, and you have Cyrus. So my thinking there was to go with a swarming attack again, but using the Ice Golem instead of using, I could have used Pharaoh. I think Pharaoh will have been perfect for a tank as well. But I use these combinations to be able to get there. So that's a pretty basic one. You will see that I'm bringing the full and the tank. So I'm going to start with the full at 10. Then when the full start to get like around there, I'm going to bring my Ice Golem. My Ice Golem is going to get there, starting to tank it. When I'm 10, I will get with, I think, another Ice Golem. No, I will directly go with the Swarm because the Ice Golem was surviving long enough. So you do healer, 2 Necromancer, healer. So that's easy there. And then you will see like they are starting to build up, and really the DPS is not good enough to be able to get there, and the doggies just went through super easily because the DPS was not enough. As soon as Neja ult is done, she don't make that much DPS to be able to get to the swarm. Boreas is doing almost nothing, Marie is slowing it down, but it's not enough to be able to get there. Also, little thing that I wanted to mention is that all the defense that I broke during this war, I was putting them in my sandbox on my main accounts with like crazy good champions, I would say, with good gear. And I was trying to break the comp. So what I try to do is I say, okay, which defense do not know that I feel is going to fail pretty badly? And I set it up with my main account, and I try to break it with these accounts, these Platinum 3 accounts. And I was like, let's find a strat, like let's not just use grotesque, etc. So I had, like, to be honest, a lot of fun since a long time, because I saw so many new defenses that was really interesting to spend some time thinking about new strat, thinking about how to break it, practicing against my main account. So it was really fun, and really seeing like defense that you can set up with a really big account like mine, my main account, and breaking it with a smaller account with like different strats. I really enjoyed that, to be honest. It was really a really fun 2 days that I spent with these accounts. So now we're going to go to Zerus, I think, Zerus. And we're going to go to his team number 2. So his team number 2 is kind of similar. You see that you have a Cyrus, you have a Neja, you have a Anora, you have a Lily, you have a Praetus. So this one, you cannot say it's lacking DPS. It doesn't lack DPS. You have Praetus that is big hitter. You have Neja, you have Alora. Like that's a good, that could be a good team. That should have been a good team. Unfortunately not, because he got 4 defeats, unfortunately. But this one I really enjoy that because it's a bombing attack, And it's not something that we are seeing anymore in the top level. Bombing attack doesn't really work that much anymore, but it does work really well in Platinum 3 early overload. So here you spend the speeder. The speeder is going to trigger everyone else. Neja, you wait for Neja to be around 25% left of her ult. You go with spider and bomb, and just before they reach, you go with the spider. So the speeder, sorry, the guy that is speeding everyone. And the goal there is to get in, go to Neja, explode on Neja, kill everyone, and then that's an easy win. You just go with the doggies and you go through it. So really good strat from Joyboy. Great job, my friends. And that's another win there. The next one that I'm going to show you is Angelus, Team 1. So Team 1 is really similar. You have mostly the same comp, except that you don't have a Cyrus, you have a Brock here, you don't have a Praetus, you have, Nastia. And it's not a tower, it's directly the keep. So that was really interesting. So we're going to go against Team 1. And we are going to show my friend Clash on this attack. So this one is pretty similar as well. It's a bombing attack, but I wanted to show it to you because the layout is different because it's the keep, and the attack is also different. So instead of going with the speeder first to trigger the ult, he went with the tank. So that's pretty similar things. He's not going to survive that long because that's Neja. You get with the spider, you get with the bomber, and you speed them just in time to get in the middle and to explode. Sorry, I didn't watch this one. I think on his first attack, he did explode on Neja and everyone got killed, but not on the second one. So good job, Clash. You were able to have a fallback. So he's tanking again, and after he went with the 2 doggies to get the 6 doggies to go through and get 1 passing against Neja. So this one is really interesting. I think the other attack worked. The bombing worked and killed everyone. This one was the second attack, it didn't work, so he had to get a fallback. So pretty smart tactic to get first the tank while Neja ult was off, then bringing the 6 doggies to get there. So pretty good job, Clash. Then we are going to go to the Stronghold number 4, and we're going to go to Amados on his team number 2. So you see here, you have Torodor. It's what I was saying, like we are seeing a lot of these defenses, at least with this guild. Torodor, Wukong, Atsut, Arrogance, and Lily. So on the team number 2, that's an attack from Juggernauts. And this one, I really enjoy this one. So it's why I was like, I need to showcase it. So the attack from Juggernaut is really interesting because I think it tried. So it tried first with the mage. So you see double mage at 10. And I think it tried the double mage to kill Wukong. Like I think the goal was to try to get to it and see if Wukong was going to get killed. Unfortunately, not enough damage, but yeah, the second strat in mind was waiting for Atsut to have the invisibility off and rocking Atsut to kill her. So Atsut is done. He can go with the flyers because the DPS that's going to come from Arrogance, like you can see Arrogance, just finish his ult. So he's going to do almost no damage. You have Torodor that cannot hit air units. You have Wukong that cannot hit air units. So you just have a really weak DPS that is Arrogance when he's not an ultimate. And you just swarm the team with 1 Lightning Guard and the Flyers. And what's going to happen is that they are going to get there. They are going to kill Arrogance. They are going to kill the healer. And from there, you don't need to do anything because the Flyers just went through and it's a win. So pretty great strats to like focus on Atsut to kit Atsut. That was the only danger for Flyers. And then killing the guy with the Flyers. So great job on this one. I think it was Juggernauts So yeah, really smart attack there. The last one that I want to show you folks is Charlemagne. I think it's Charlemagne team number 2. So the layout is there. Again, I was like thinking that this defense was pretty weak. I think I did a swarm attack on this one. Yes, I did a swarm attack on this one. And I thought that this one was pretty weak to swarm, because you have Boreas, okay, he's slowing down, he's freezing people and stuff like that, but you don't have a lot of DPS. You have Nastia that can be good, but I think at this level it's probably a A0 or A1. And Imrate was doing some damage, but not crazy damage either. So I was like, and Torodor was not here to like make any damage or whatever. So I thought, let's get with the Ice Golem tactic again. Let's build up, let's swarm it. The swarm are going to go to Imrate, kill Imrate, and after I can just go with the doggy. So I tried that. And again, I did set up all these defense on my account to practice. So I was like, okay, let's try. And every time I was like, okay, if I find a strat that can kill my main account, it's for sure going to work live. So let's go with this attack. And again, you see the level is not crazy. Like Necromancer level 7, Healer level 7, the Ice Golem level 3, and the Ice Golem, normally everyone should have it. So that's not like a huge investment, I would say. Like Ice Golem 5 would have been better than 3, but I don't have the shards for that on the account. So you can see I started with the full, then with the Ice Golem. It's the same strat that I showed you earlier in this video. You go with a 1 healer, 2 necromancer, a second healer, so you kind of like sandwich the 2 necromancers together. You see that my skeletons already go through, and they're already going to our friend Imrate. Imrate is already struggling to kill all these monsters, and you see that now it's just a huge swarm, and you have no chance. Like I could have got 20 of them passing through the gates on this attack. So yeah, that's kind of it for today's video, and I'm losing my voice even more than when I started this video, so I think it's time for me to go to rest. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to continue to play on this account, so I'm going to play the 2 accounts. This one will be the match that I'm going to play with the One Piece team that I'm really excited to play with. And hopefully we're going to finish Overlord this season. And the second one will be my main account that I will continue to do some, I will do all my videos on this main account, except the other video for the second account with like entry Overlord / Platinum 3. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me your feedback on the comments below. And if you want to see anything that I could do with this lower account, I would be more than happy to work on that. Thank you, folks. Bye-bye.